Alright, welcome back everyone. Welcome back to Snowrunner on hard mode. So, last episode we took a huge adventure with our little Chevy pickup over there in the background. Took a huge journey over to Russia to collect an all-wheel drive upgrade for this bad boy right here. So, our first main objective of this episode is going to be to get that all-wheel drive system installed on this truck. Probably do we'll try and do some missions, obviously, and then we might take the Chevy pickup and do a little bit of scouting, look for some work for the trucks. So, we'll get started. Fire this bad boy up, listen to it. Pure dieselness. And she is still only a highway truck, so she is going to struggle with some of these nasty little mud sections. So. Yeah, this thing's got some speed to her. She gets really bouncy and kind of goes flying when it gets up there. Just hopping up the road. Check for traffic, even though there isn't any, but we're gonna do it anyways, just because. I'll slow right down there in the corner. Guess the Jake brake is working super well. Pretty sure it's common on all semis, but I can't speak for sure, but the truck we drive for my work has a Jake brake on it, and it's just essentially when you let off the gas, the engine itself almost brakes, and that helps slow it down, so you don't have to use your brakes or anything. It just slows itself down. This is actually a fair bit of setup just to start playing the game. Going all the way over to another area just to collect a part, just to come back here to look for this truck, to then take it back to the garage just to install the all-wheel drive. Versus if we had to just use the Fleet Star from the beginning, we could have been like you know, 6 missions deep or something and already done it all. So there it is, the Fleet Star. Alright, and we are back to the garage. Alright, this was actually one of my favorite things when they introduced Snowrunner, because in Mudrunner you didn't get a garage to go to, you loaded yourself into a map, and then when you were at the garage to begin with, you just basically picked whatever you wanted to throw on your truck. You didn't have to pay money, it wasn't an actual upgrade. Wasn't super into it, so. But as you can see, this thing comes with 43-inch highway tires, and without the lift kit, you can already throw 47s onto it. It doesn't even need the lift kit to put its biggest tire upgrade onto it, which is kind of insane. And it unlocks all-terrain tires at level 6 versus the Fleet Star. I don't think unlocks all-terrains until level 9. So this is a big reason why I wanted to use this truck. So there you go, can install the all-wheel drive system. And if you look down there underneath the front bumper, you can actually see this is the rear-wheel drive, so that's just like a stabilization bar underneath the truck, just to, you know, hold it in line. And you swap it over here, and it puts a solid axle under there. So that's a pretty cool little detail it throws into the game. So there's nothing else. Like, we can throw that right, but look at that. It just makes it so tall, so insane. I just don't know if we really need that. I can't get a spare tire yet. Spare tires are always nice. And then obviously there's all the attachments we can go through. It already has a sideboard bed onto it. A big thing is we do need the loading crane. That is actually a bit... yeah, this is kind of the big thing, but it's $5,700, so we can't do that. So for the beginning of this game here, we need to build up some money, so do any types of missions that will allow us not to have to use the crane. So that's going to be kind of the goal. I do have one in mind, and look at that, it's early morning, the sun is rising, and we are ready to get trucking. Good old 5:30 in the morning. Alright. Husky Forwarding has called us. A local farm by the name of Matthew & Sons has contracted to see if we can help them out with a shipment of tools for repairs. You should be able to find the shipment somewhere near the garage. So it wants us to deliver a curbside trailer over to the farm. Super easy, simple little drive. Make us $1,000. So let's go bring these farmers their tools. Start making some money. Get our trucking company well known and the go-to call when you've got a problem. So you can see here a little marker telling me that this is the trailer, so we're gonna back up nice and easy. There we are, and let's get going. It would be nice to have the diff lock for this thing now that I think about it. I'm just not too sure where it is. So that could be a slight problem, not knowing where that is. Could be important to just take the little pickup out, do some scouting. When you see the watchtowers, it'll open up all that blackness you see on our map. So, oof. I'm not a big fan of these wiggle wagons with the double axles up front. They're heavy, they're hard on the trucks. They're just not fun to pull. Look at her just pulling it. I'm not even using all-wheel drive yet. Did I maybe oversell all-wheel drive too? It's only one way to find out. just spinning and just making her work to get there for no reason, because all we'd have to do is click on all-wheel drive and she'd be fine. But I don't know, I'm feeling sassy. Don't want to do this without it, just to show the world I can. Not that it's really a huge achievement that anyone really cares about, but I care, and that's what matters, right? Personal opinion. And there it is. Old Farmer Matthews was singing your praises. A good deed never lost in this town. Awesome. Well, thank you kindly. Looks like we're on some solid ground. So, let's see. What else can we tackle around here? So as you can see, there's a bunch of watchtowers everywhere. This map is actually rather huge. There's watchtowers everywhere, and you find them, and it'll open up an area in the map, and you can actually see stuff. So you can see here we've got an upgrade part up here that we could run over and grab. This Fallen Power Lines is the mission we picked up in the last episode. Needs metal beams and 2 concrete blocks. I do believe we have metal beams actually back at the garage, and I think there are concrete blocks on a trailer somewhere right here. Alright, well, let's go tackle that. More wagons, more wiggle wagons that I would rather not use, but beggars can't be choosers. When you spend all your money just to get one simple upgrade. Alright. Do believe concrete blocks are some of the heavier items in the game, so it can be a struggle for a lot of trucks. I know even the Fleet Star can have a hard time pulling these concrete blocks on this trailer up a hill on asphalt, and you've got highway tires. No, sorry, it's not on asphalt, it is dirt. So, and there is that trailer. Look at that. That is massive. We're gonna get to her though. Can already see us spinning. It's already not wanting to be friendly. Alright, we're gonna attach the trailer. We're not messing around this time though. All-wheel drive. Get her up there. Oh yeah, see, even all-wheel drive isn't saving us this time. Oh, that is so unfortunate. It is such a heavy trailer. It is so hard to pull. Concrete blocks are very unfriendly. You can see, look how deep that trailer tire is. They're stuck in the mud. Oh my goodness. Even all-wheel drive isn't saving us on this one. It's just fighting. There she goes. And we made the corner. Alright, onward. Probably take all-wheel drive off, save ourselves some fuel. Nope, never mind. It just starts spinning immediately. Put her into a lower gear. Oh, I think we slipped into that hole that I was trying to avoid. You can see it's just eating our tires. was trying to stay out of that hole, but the trailer decided that it wanted us in it. Ah, yeah. Raw diesel power. That's right. You just keep on trucking. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely horrendous. This trailer sucks so much, and I hate it oh so much. I don't know what I'm hooked up to, but it seems solid enough. She is just so heavy. Can just see her working. Those flat caps are just working overtime to let all that exhaust out. I don't really know what I'm talking about right now. I'm just yammering randomly. What a start to the day. Thought this would be nice and easy, but nope, apparently not. It's gonna be a fight. Alright, and we're on some asphalt. Where she likes to be. For now, anyways, until we turn her into the off-road truck that we need. Alright. And our first destination. Unload 2 of these. That's a really nice update they added to this game. Not that it would really matter to a lot of people who don't know, but when you first got this game, it would unload the first 2 in your trailer. They have since updated it to load the back 2, which is really nice, because loading the front 2 takes weight off of your rear axles, and then you lose traction. Can even cause steering problems at high speeds on highways. There's some videos and stuff on the internet that I've seen that explain it. They show you load placement. So something I've seen learnt the hard way. So alright, we're gonna go grab those metal beams. A really good idea might be to fix the Fleet Star so we can use it as a recovery vehicle. And now that we've dug and tore our way through here, this road is going to be that much more difficult to get through, which is unfortunate. Ah, no, 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 no! Stay out of the hole! As we run into a tree. That didn't go so well. I'm sorry, girl. I didn't mean to run you straight in. Too busy playing with the camera. Trying to avoid that big freaking hole. And I ran into a tree. Nice relaxing cruise all of a sudden. We didn't just run our front end straight into a tree and tear it out of the ground. Nah, it wasn't us. You're thinking of the other big yellow truck. Alright, and here we are. Another wiggle wagon with double axles. I do find that this particular trailer is heavier. You can get this trailer with only 2 axles under it instead of the 4 that this one has. And I do think that it is a lighter trailer and easier to pull. It's the exact same slot, but it does have its own weight. I kind of wish that was something you could like have easy access to in the game, like an actual weight log, because they have multiple versions of stuff, like trailers. Like there's 2 different types of carrier trailers, but they have different models, and I'd like to know what the advantages and disadvantages of them are. That's probably something that maybe, you know, truckers might know. You know, they know what the trailer is. I definitely do feel that this one is heavier. I have noticed it in other playthroughs where it is harder to pull up a hill or harder to pull through the mud and stuff like that. And it does make sense. It has 2 extra sets of axles, but it would also be better than for carrying more weight. You could put more on it, right? So just spinning our tires, trying to make it happen. Oh, found a new gear. Grabbing a gear. Oh yeah, we got a trailer view. Click that. Back to our first person. Oh yeah, so see it's daytime now, so you can actually see like that it's got like a manual shifter. Not that this guy ever actually uses it. He would have had to switch gears like 6 times by now. But yeah, this is definitely like my favorite interior in this game. I like it. It's got like the red and the wood. The CB radio is pretty cool and pretty normal for trucks. They all generally have CB radios on them, especially when you're driving on back roads that aren't the highway, obviously. But yeah, when you're driving on the back roads, the truckers let each other know when you're hitting a certain mile marker, a kilometer marker. Let each other know, hey, I'm coming around this corner, kind of thing. Then everyone knows. That way, if it's a tight road or bad weather day or something, no surprises. Nothing scarier than coming around a corner a little too fast because you're like, oh, I'm on the dirt road, who cares? And all of a sudden there's a semi-truck there. Man, I cannot quite do this right, it seems. I am struggling. Every time I come down this road, one of my tires ends up hitting that hole. We are making a mess of this road, and I feel slightly bad about that. Come on, girl. You can do this. We're in first gear. It doesn't get any lower than that. Oh no. Looks like we got hung up on probably this tree right here. This little tree root just sticking out of the ground. Quick winch. Oh, we're gonna quick winch so we were not digging anymore. You can see how sloppy it's already getting. Those tires are really in there. That's just from a couple of times going through it. Oh my goodness. You'd swear this thing was almost in two-wheel drive. It's struggling so much. I keep saying two-wheel. It's from driving my pickup for so long and off-roading and stuff. It's just two-wheel drive versus four-wheel drive. Two-wheel drive versus four-wheel drive. Driving these things is different, right? I mean, it's technically always four-wheel drive. It's technically six-wheel drive when you're in all-wheel drive. Oh my goodness, this is insane. This is so destroyed. Why do we have so little traction? This is insanity. It doesn't look that bad. I guess the heavy rainfall falling on us right now isn't helping. Hear that? The raindrops on the roof. Come on. There we go. I think we're finding our way. There we go. Wow, that is like a torrential downpour, isn't it? When's the last time you saw rain like that? Kind of crazy. Ooh, trailer got a little squirrely there. Whew. And we'll just roll on through. Take our next delivery. And there we go. About time. If only we had more folks like you willing to take the initiative. We'll take it from here. I may call on your services again soon. Nice. That's good to hear. So we can open up. So now this road here is free. Ooh, we've got 22% fuel left. We're getting kind of low. So I have to deal with that pretty soon. So we'll get these trailers kind of out of the way here and go grab ourselves some fuel. There's a fuel station just up the road. Hey, the rain stopped. Oh, lost all our momentum coming around this corner. Come on, girl. Find the asphalt. And there it is. There's our fuel station. Looks like there is a sunken truck mission here. Missing oil tank. Got a spot of trouble here, pal. We have an oil tanker that's missing. Pretty sure it got washed off the road somewhere and is probably stuck in the swamp. How about lending a hand? All right, so we'll accept that. We don't need to start it right away, but this is one of those jobs I was talking about earlier where it's a tank. So when we do find it, we'll wait till the last possible minute to return it. We'll use as much of the fuel as we can. So I'm just gonna park this trailer here because I don't really plan on using this gas station, but I will use the fuel tanker sitting right beside it. So, alright, we will hit the refuel button, and this heavy fuel tanker has 5,000 liters of fuel. Is that liters? Yeah, that must be liters because it says fuel up 60 liters at a time. So our truck only holds 240 liters. Now this is something that is very, I guess, frustrating for me in this game, is these numbers are so far off and you wouldn't know unless you were in the industry. But 5,000 liters, or 5 cubes, what like me in my company would say, 5 cubes is not that much. Like for instance, our truck holds 10 to 13 cubes of fluid, which is 13,000 liters. And it's basically if you took this truck and put like a tank on the back of it. This tanker here, this would hold well over 20 cubes. This would hold probably 30 to 50 cubes. Because we have a tanker as well, and it's anywhere from 20 to 24 cubes or something like that. That's like the regular fuel truck you'll see running down the road. That's what they are. It's how much they carry. And another thing is, see these tanks on the bottom of the truck? It's got one on each side. Guaranteed that's more than 240 liters. Our truck that we run is 300-ish liters, and it's got one tank this size on this side, actually a little bit smaller, and then our one not even half the size on this side, and it's 300. Our tanker and other truck have these style tanks on them, and they are anywhere from 900 to 1,200 liters of fuel. So just a little bit of inaccuracy there that bugs me a little bit. So we're going to hop in the pickup here, and we're going to go try picking up some more jobs. We can roll into town here, and we've got the Motel Woes to pick up. And might run up, grab this upgrade, maybe venture along here, go grab this watchtower. So do a little bit of exploring. Oh, put all-wheel drive on. Because we need to make some money before we can start tackling the bigger jobs. So, like, for instance, we have Husky Forging, so we did that one. So now there's the wet harvest. So they want, 1 metal beam, 2 wooden planks, and 2 bricks. So a metal beam we now no longer have. We just used it. The 2 wooden planks, we have a trailer here, right here. It's a sideboard trailer. It has 2 wooden planks on it. And we do have this guy over here. It's got 1 brick on it. And we have this guy over here with another brick. So that would basically be everything we need except for the metal beams. So maybe there's another set of metal beams somewhere. See if we can find it. Oh, this road is so bumpy. Look at that. We're almost getting air. Yeah, we'll turn 2-wheel drive off. It's another thing, you probably wouldn't be swapping between 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive at anywhere from 50 miles an hour up. That's not exactly good for your transfer case. I know with new age technology and stuff, you can get away with stuff like that much easier, but even in a truck like this, you know, late 90s pickup, they didn't really have that kind of tech. In fact, just for random info's sake, I don't know if it's true about all trucks. My dad actually has a similar truck to this. And when you take it out of four-wheel drive, you have to put it in reverse to fully disengage the all-wheel drive system. Or the four-wheel drive system. That might be for low, though, instead of just regular four-wheel drive. And yes, there is a difference. Alright, motel woes. I know this town ain't exactly a tourist trap, but we do what we can. The local motel is in bad shape, and it's down to us to help them out. We've got a shipment of equipment for them. Can you deliver it? Why, yes. Yes, we can. What would you like delivered? I'm going to shut this off because you do actually burn gas while idling. So we'll go over here, the motel wool. So there is a curtain side trailer that needs to be delivered somewhere over here. I need to go find that. So let's head out that way and see what we can find. Look at this parking job. These are straight lines, and these guys are parking in here crooked. What kind of town is this? This is bad parking, is what this is. Just cruising. Oh, we're losing it. We're losing it. Yeah, you can kind of see on our speed gauge there, we're hitting about 50. Ooh. Oh, ditch. Rock slide. This is another mission. Let's pick this up while we're here. Alright, rock slide. We've got a rock slide problem. They keep knocking out our infrastructure, but we don't have the resources to help them. We'd sure be grateful if you could take a look. 1,600 bucks? Yeah. Where's that? The rock slide. Oh, there's a rock slide. Oh. So this rock slide looks like it is in our way, so we might actually have to clear this to get that curtain side trailer. So guess I could have actually opened this up and seen what it wants. So it needs metal beams and service spare parts. Man, we need a lot of metal beams right now. Everyone wants metal beams. That is super unfortunate. Not too sure how we're gonna deal with that. There's a couple of things we could do, but I'm not too sure which way I want to take just yet. Alright, we got a stuck trailer. Looks like the first wave of relief workers that rolled up here were a bunch of idiots. They managed to lose a whole trailer. Go find it and bring it back, would you? Oh my goodness, that sounds like a chore. Go find a trailer? Where is it, I wonder? It's somewhere over here as well, apparently. Interesting. Both over here. Looks like we're already getting into dusk. Oh, look, a watchtower over there. Maybe we should just go grab this quickly. Oh, and here we are getting into some thick mud. It's okay. It's a Chevy. It'll get through. It'll drink all your fuel doing it, but it'll do it. Alright. There you go. Such beautiful scenery in this game. It is quite awesome. Alright, so that rock slide requires service spare parts. I saw service spare parts on this flatbed here. Yeah, it's got 3 of them. So part of me is thinking we grab the GMC, we drive it back to the garage, we throw a saddle low on it, we drive into town, grab that, we can head up to the rock slide, drop the service parts off, bring the bricks back, bring the trailer back, drop the bricks off at the farm for the wet harvest, and then we can store the trailer back here, and then all we would need for the wet harvest would be another set of bricks, actually. 2 wooden planks and metal beams. I just don't know what to do with those metal beams. Those are a real issue for us. So, one thing I definitely want to get done is we're going to take our GMC back and we are going to tow the Fleet Star into the garage. Oh my goodness. That was a terrible turn radius all of a sudden. I could just straight up sell the Fleet Star, and then the money from the Fleet Star would just give me my crane, which would be really beneficial. Yeah, no, never mind. I was gonna say we could maybe look into putting the more off-road style highway tires on just to get us through, but I don't want to spend $2,000 on a set of tires that we're going to be replacing as soon as we can. Level 6 is when we get the all-terrain tires, so there's no real sense in replacing them right now. So like I was saying, I can sell the Fleet Star and get the money, and then we can put a crane on this, and then we'd be happy, but I don't really want to sell it. I really hate getting rid of stuff. I love holding on to it forever for no reason, even if I'm not gonna use it ever again. I like having it just for the sake of having it. So I'm funny that way. And in this game in particular too, it's nice to see your collection of trucks go up, because every time you go to a new map and new region and stuff, there's new trucks to grab, and that's a lot of fun for me. So all right. Manual wheel drive. Ah, there we go. We are out of that noise now. The biggest thing about the Fleet Star 2, actually, that isn't exactly... It's not advertised anywhere, it's not a stat anywhere or anything, but the Fleet Star, if you have this, say, sideboard bed on it, you can put the loading crane on it, just like this truck. But the Fleet Star has kind of a unique ability where if it is on, it can actually still hook up to one of those wiggle wagon trailers. And that is super beneficial. Oh, we actually almost have $5,000. Or $5,700, so that makes me even less likely to sell this truck after all. I can think of a couple things to do with the Chevy. There's some scouting stuff you can do for a little bit of cash, so I might just tackle that and see what it can do. So, but anyways, that will be all for today's episode, so thank you everyone for watching. Appreciate it. See you guys in the next one, and peace out.